Okay, welcome in. This is my August reading wrap up, and I read 5 books this month. And it is kind of early to be doing my reading wrap up, so I am still currently reading books for August, but they will not be in this wrap up. They'll probably be in my September wrap up. So let's just get right into it. I did read a lot of romance this month because it's the end of summer and I just really want to get through my summer romances, and I recently found a new author that I really enjoyed. I'll get more into that for my reviews, but just super excited. So the first one I got was from a book sale, and I just really liked the cover, and the topic of this book really interested me. It's 5 Tuesdays and Winters by Lily King. This is a collection of short stories, and I think the author did a really good job of writing the human experience and how different people go through different things, and it kind of just puts life into perspective, and it just made me realize that people are going through so many different things, and you never really know how people feel and what they're going through. These stories were just really important to tell, and I really enjoyed it. I gave this one 3.75 stars. I've never read anything else by Lily King, but I do kind of want to get more into short stories, so really enjoyed this one. I do recommend it. It was really good. Okay, the next book I read is Check and Mate by Ali Hazelwood. This is a YA chess romance, and this was kind of Ali Hazelwood's dive into YA, and I think she did a really good job as someone who mainly wrote adult romances. She did really good with this. This is probably one of my favorite YA romances. There wasn't really any spice. Actually, I don't think there was any spice in this book, and I really like the chess aspect of it. As someone who really likes the game but isn't professional or anything like that, like, I'm not gonna beat everyone I play, okay? Like, I just enjoy it as a pastime, and I think she just did a really good job with this. And yeah, you could really sense the tension between the two characters when they're playing chess, and I feel like that relationship before they kind of became more friends, and well, I guess as rivals. They were rivals, and then they kind of became colleagues, and then that's kind of how they got into their romance, and I think it was just done so well. The main character, Mallory, that's her name, she had some struggles, and she had a lot of priorities she had to deal with, and she had to put herself aside sometimes and what she wanted to help others who she loved. And I think she could have, I get, it wasn't forced or anything. She made these choices for the betterment of her family, and yeah, I think Mallory has a lot of aspects to her life that people could relate to, and Nolan I really liked. I think they had great chemistry in this book, and I really enjoyed it. I do recommend this 100%. I gave this one 4.25 stars. And then the next book I read was The Love Hypothesis by Ali Hazelwood. This was her debut novel. It is a STEM romance, and I believe it was a fanfic first, and she turned it into a STEM romance. This has a fake dating trope, and he falls first, I'm pretty sure. That might be a spoiler, I'm sorry, but that's kind of just what's going around. And I really enjoyed this. Ali Hazelwood was a, hold on, Ali Hazelwood did work in STEM, so a lot of her novels kind of are around that, women in STEM, and I just really like this book so much. It was done so well. I know not everyone liked this book, but I loved it. I feel like the characters' connection was really good, and her whole plot was amazing. Like, the plot in this book was so engaging, and I enjoyed it so much. I could not put this book down. Her writing is just so addictive. Like, I loved it. It's like very much rom-com, but I really did like this, and how everything connected in the end. I think it was done really well. I didn't see any like plot holes or anything, and I really enjoyed it. One of the characters like made me really mad, but I could kind of tell he was kind of a snake from the beginning. But yeah, that part was not my favorite, but the way Adam dealt with it, if you know what I'm talking about, yeah. So I gave this one 4.75 stars. Highly recommend, and I will be reading her like whole backlist because her writing, as I said, is addictive. And then the next book I read was my book of the month. It is The Seduction Theory by Emily Adrian. I've never really read anything like this. It's kind of, so a student writes a thesis about her professors, which you're reading this whole thesis and you don't really know what's happening. And these two professors are tiptoeing towards infidelity, and it kind of just talks about like the toxicness of love and how love could be in a toxic relationship. And I feel like this thesis was done really well. The story was done really well, and the way it ended I really enjoyed. And I did read a lot of like Goodreads reviews to kind of get like my rating, which I know is bad, but I wanted to do it anyways. And a lot of people said this was very boring, but like I liked it. They said the writing was dry, but everyone has different tastes. I gave this one 4.25, I believe. No, maybe 3.75. I don't know. I'll put it on the screen, but I recommend it. I know this isn't for everyone, so take that with a grain of salt. And then the last book I read of this month was also Ali Hazelwood. It was Problematic Summer Romance. Now, this was based around a destination wedding in Italy, and the setting was amazing. Very summery. Would recommend it as a summer read. Not my favorite. This is an age gap romance. And okay, I apologize if the lighting and angle changed. I had to do something. So let's get back into my review of this one. So the age gap, like, normally I wouldn't have a problem. Like, they're both consenting adults, right? But it was mentioned every other page. Like, I did not need that. I understand that's the conflict. I understand that. Like, he used it as an excuse. The male character used it as an excuse for so long, because I get it. He has past problems that, like, caused that from his childhood and stuff, because he had a messed up upbringing. But, like, I don't understand at the end, like, he just gave in so quick. Like, 3 years of this conflict being a problem for him. I understand that, but at the end it was just resolved so quick, and I didn't understand why or how. Like, he changed his mind so fast after standing on his ground for so long, and I did not need it every other page. Okay, did not need that. But I did give this 3.75 stars, which that didn't really give 3.75 stars, that rating. But I did it because of the found family and all the characters, the side characters, I absolutely loved. I think overall the plot was done really well, and like I said, Ali Hazelwood's writing is just so good. But also, if you have not read Not in Love, I have not personally, but there is a lot of spoilers from that book, I've heard, and I can see, like, what the spoilers are. And if you don't mind spoilers, I do recommend this if you have not read it. I personally don't really mind spoilers all that much, so I was fine and read it as a standalone, and I probably will go back to Eli's and Rue's story. So yeah, if you understand what I'm talking about, it's from this book. So I really enjoyed this, 3.75 stars. Love her writing, and actually at the moment I'm currently reading Bride by her, and I'm like 60 pages into it, so not that long. I kind of just got like the basis of the plot, but I'm really enjoying it, and I already pre-ordered May, and I got a signed copy. Like, I literally just started reading this author this month and already am spending too much money on her books. So I'm a sucker for romances. But yeah, so that's my reading wrap up, all the books I have read currently in August, and I will probably add the ones I finished this month into the next wrap up, if that makes sense. I don't think it does at all, but thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe, and go watch some other videos. Bye!